Hello guys, let's start another NEM news. This time we will look into projects, ICOs and media regarding last week. Okay, so this being NEM channel, let's start from the news from Ethereum blockchain, pretty logical. Let me tell you a story about Ethereum. There was an ICO called SmartBillions and they have put 1,500 Ethereum on their smart contract, which is around $450,000. They put those money on smart contract and decided to run a hackathon to break it. Of course, there was a guy who found the float portion of the code and he was able to cash out 400 Ethereum from this contract before owners found about it. Moral of the story, don't be cocky and don't use Ethereum for real life problems. Now, I would advise NEM Foundation members to run similar bounty but on off-chain contract on NEM. We are hearing that NEM is tested and secure and it is multi-signatures on NEM are multi-million dollars bounties. But NEM isn't a smart contract blockchain, so if you can create usability of smart contract and put some money on it as a bounty, I believe it would make NEM more transparent and much more used. I hope Jeff is listening, as I know Lon does not watch my channel, unfortunately. So Jeff, if you are listening, please create a bounty on NEM platform. Next news, Comsa ICO, they gathered almost $80 million already and ICO is on for less than 1 week. Impressive result. Now it's all on them. If they can deliver working product based on NEM platform, they will skyrocket the NEM price. And the rumor is that they are already working on a catapult version. For those who are watching it and don't have a clue about NEM, Catapult is a next generation of NEM platform in the testing phase currently and without open source code yet. So Comsa is the best ICO currently on the market in terms of the tokens sold. Pretty good result. Next news. NEM Toolchain project is heavily developed currently. What it allows, you can randomly create an account starting from phrase you are looking for. For me, it would be NEMTON or Ntongo. As we can see, creators made an account and donate. It is very simple. You need to download it from GitHub, install, and then you can use command line to create different search phrases. What it does, it randomly chooses private key and checks if the account name meets requirements. I will totally show you guys how it works in future, but currently I don't have access to my Linux, so I won't. Next, not so good news about Malaysia, where NEM headquarters are located. So the Coindesk wrote the article that may suggest that Malaysian Central Bank is going to regulate cryptocurrencies before end of 2017. And ban of the cryptocurrencies is one of the available options by the Coindesk. Of course, I asked Long Wong, president of the NEM Foundation, who is a Malaysia citizen, to comment on that news. But I didn't met a big success on that. I only got the information that Coindesk article wasn't honest, as the Malaysian government isn't talking about banning, but more about regulating, which is better than having no regulations. This news is very harmful to NEM in terms of coin price, but really it won't hurt NEM in terms of development and technology. Only the NEM Foundation is registered in Malaysia and there is this blockchain center there, but you can easily place the foundation in other country and people will be able to work on the code in the blockchain center, probably even with total ban, which I think won't happen, as I said before. So as with China news, I think the cryptocurrencies regulated will grow even more because people need to have some regulations, and companies will grow when those regulations occur. Okay, talking about technology and governments, Japan Ministry of Agriculture decided to use private chain of NEM called Mijin to track wild game meat. This meat will be tracked by creating entities on the blockchain, which is in nature immutable, and those allows to safe trade of this kind of food. So, if I am understanding correctly, there will be harder to falsify and dilute by being man in the middle in food supply chain. Now, all members of this supply chain will be able to track the wild game from the moment of acquiring it up to the moment of selling it to detail retailers. A pretty innovative way of using blockchain, I need to say, and a good test ground for NEM platform and its private chain. By the way, if someone in my audience knows some person from Mijin team, I would kill for the possibility of asking him or her few questions. And the next short news, NEM is accepted now in Overstock shop as means of payment. This news is a little bit outdated, but I haven't said anything about it yet. And as I said earlier, it's nice to see deployment of NEM on various online shops. Now, few words about ICOs, and as I said, Comsa is doing great, but there is one more ICO on NEM platform running currently. GRAFT ICO is little bit over the half of their pre-ICO hard cap, and 1 week left, so I highly suggest to look into my video I made about GRAFT project if you are interested. There is another ICO on NEM platform emerging. They are currently in pre-ICO stage and gathering capital from bigger investors. I am talking about Qchain ICO, and I will bring you guys review of this ICO this week. I gathered some questions which I will ask to Qchain CEO Wally. I highly advise you to join their Slack, and this team is super active and answering all questions. So join their Slack and ask questions if you are interested in this project. Now some media from last week. So to start, we have a presentation from the meetup in Russia. It's half in Russia, half in English, but watchable. A few people from startup called LuxTag, which runs on NEM, went to Russia, but their CEO was in Japan to attend the government project that LuxTag qualified to. Nugget News made a video about NEM, and I have to say this guy made a big research on this platform. I don't know why, but if there is a YouTuber talking about NEM, he is mostly pretty knowledgeable about it. Maybe they are holding their Zen tokens or something. Anyway, nice video from Nuggets News. Of course, we have a new episode of Inside NEM, this time with comparison of NEM to other top 10 cryptocurrencies, and I advise you to look into CryptoLark and CryptoGordo's videos. Those guys are covering a lot of NEM news daily in their videos. And I think that will be all for today. Thank you for watching. I hope that you guys haven't lost faith in NEM and will be looking for another episode of NEM News. If yes, please subscribe and like this video. It means a lot to me that I have so nice audience, and as you know, I am aiming to speak with every person who is commenting on my videos. Next NEM News will be recorded in Vancouver, Canada, as I am currently moving, so expect me to change the time zones if you want to contact me. Once more, thanks for watching and see you next time. Bye.